Welcome to the Rugby League Bunker, the show where we review the big issues around the game. My name's Clint, thanks for joining us.
So let's get this thing on.
On this week's update, we'll be looking at the results from week 1 of the finals in both the NRL and the Super League. Plus, we'll be looking at the road to the premiership for each of our remaining teams. Let's get into it. Yes, the NRL's been whittled down from 8 teams to 6. Let's take a look at the results from week 1. The Panthers were white hot over the Eels, who've beaten them twice this season. Cleary didn't miss a beat, dominating the game in his return from suspension. After having to play sudden death football for weeks before the finals just to make it into the 8, Canberra travelled to Melbourne and pulled out a 28-20 win to end the Storm season. The Cowboys and the Sharks played out a thrilling 93-minute battle, with Valentine Holmes kicking a field goal in golden point extra time to send the Cowboys through to a Week 3 preliminary final at home in Townsville. And the Rabbitohs turned the tables on the Roosters from last week in a sin minathon at Allianz, which knocked the Roosters out of the comp for the year. So with Week 1 down, here's how the matchups will look like in Week 2. Para will take on the Raiders at CommBank Stadium, and the Sharks will take on the Bunnies at Allianz. Interestingly, this is the first time in the NRL era, which began in 1998, that we haven't had the Storm and or the Roosters go deeper than Week 1 of the finals. What an incredible pair of clubs. For the 6 remaining teams, here's their pathway to the premiership. The Panthers first will have to face the winners of the Sharks-Rabbitohs game and then have to play either the Cowboys, Eels or Raiders in the grand final. The Cowboys will have to face the winner of the Eels-Raiders game and then play the Panthers, Sharks or Rabbitohs in the GF. Cronulla's pathway is Souths, Penrith and then either North Queensland, Parramatta or Canberra. The Eels will have to face down the Raiders, then the Cowboys and then either a rematch with the Panthers or the Sharks or Rabbitohs. South Sydney have the Sharks in Week 2, and if they get through that, they'll have the Panthers, and then either the Cowboys, Eels or Raiders standing in their way. Canberra will face Parramatta this week, and a win will see them face North Queensland, and then either Penrith, Cronulla or Souths in the finale. Our 6 finalists in Super League have been cut down to 4, and we had upsets in both games with teams 3 and 4, Huddersfield and Catalans, bowing out to teams 5 and 6, Leeds and Salford. What that means is that Huddersfield and Catalans have now been knocked out, with Leeds and Salford moving through to face St Helens and Wigan for a spot in the Super League Grand Final.
And that's us updated for the week. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video, share it, leave your comments down below and consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us out greatly and is much appreciated. See you next week.